and welcome back to Icky Streams. Create above and beyond. And there's a lot of gribblies outside. It's dark. Hang on. Oh, quaking in my boots. Oh no. Because we can see. Let's have a look. Can I see them over here? Possibly not. Oh yeah, look at that. Do you see the zombie over there? Hi. Hello. Anyway, hello. I am deeply forever sorry that I didn't stream on Friday. I just really wasn't up to it. It's been a lot of stress at work. Being real with you all now, it's been a lot of stress at work. There's a lot going on. I wish there wasn't a lot going on because it detracts from having fun with you guys. But it unfortunately it does happen. So yeah, but we'll see how today goes. We've got our to do already, so we know what we're doing. And I start the episode with a inventory full of stuff and mess, basically. Although we did get some more copper as I promised I would, and we definitely need some more gold this time because we are going to be using a lot of it. So that's going to be a thing. Let's drop off some of this stuff in here first. I finally went around and did some off-screen mining and got some of that extra stuff because it was needed, definitely. Right. I don't know why I'm carrying around a handle. If anybody knows why I'm carrying around a handle, let me know. Apparently it's helpful. Right. Let's set that cooking as well. And then we'll explain what we're doing today. Or at least attempt to. So, let's go down to the seaside. Oh, by the way, look. While the stream was while I was getting ready for the stream, I have indeed started on and definitely not finished the roof. So we've added a bit more detail here with this, and we've got some of the bricks going on the top. It's not finished. It's not at all finished. In fact, it's barely even started. Let's see if I can get up here to show you guys better. Yeah, it's not even started right now. There is a hole in the roof. So a very big hole in the roof. We need a lot more clay. But that's fine. We'll get there. I was as well starting on the floor because I don't want to have grass in there. But I need more of this guy. Wait, hang on. No, not that guy. Not that guy. I'm sure I had one in here. I know I've lost it. Oh well. I want some more of the weathered limestone because it's got the right kind of. It's not the same grey. It's like darker, and I feel like that will look quite nice in there. But yeah, we've started. We made a start. I'm not good at roofs, so we made a start. It's not a bad start. Anyway, back to the episode. Here we go, skis. Boing, boing. All the way over here. So we've got our iron generator and our washerificator. Our tree thingy farm are over here. We've got our kelp farm. We've got our sand gatherer, which currently is missing a strainer again. That's why I was gathering some of the rice crops earlier. Talking of which, I need to go plant some more rice so I can get that going better. We've got the washerificator to turn it into clay. The kelp's all coming up here quite nicely. It's very slow at the moment, but it's also working, and that's the most important thing. So last episode we installed all this. We had the windmill, the washerificator, the kelp thingy, the mixificator right there. We ran out of space between here and here, which was kind of always going to happen, but a little bit of chaos didn't hurt anybody. And then we come over here. If I stand on the box that has all of the wooden slabs, we come over here. The mixificated mixy stuff that comes out of the basin and goes along this gets cooked and turned into this guy, the algal brick. So we literally are stone's throw away from getting all this finished. For the quest chain here, if we go back to the quest chain really quickly, we want to do that first, and then we want to do this. So we've seen the mixificator, so I won't go into that, I'll just build it really quickly. This is kind of what we want to do next, though, is this bit here. So bringing together the andesite alloy and the cut planks using a row of deployers to conclude your first assembly line. And this is kind of what we're aiming for today. So you go squish, squish, squish using the deployer. Now, y'all have seen the deployer before because it's actually working over here at the moment, doing tree farm things. So it does work. So you've seen that before, you've seen that one before, we just got to get it going. Then any andesite that gets on this bench, and for now it will be a manual process, but any andesite that gets on this bench will slowly but surely make its way over there to get into the mixificator. To be fair, we might speed this bit up because, I mean, that's tortoise speed. But, right now let's see if we connect that. Yes! It's moving the right way! Amazing! Oh, gosh! Hello, Zari! Hello! Jumped out of my skin! Oh my goodness! Hello, how are you doing? So this is moving really, really slowly, but it's going to get there eventually. This is also moving really, really slowly. It's going to get there eventually, and it's going to squificate and mixificate that, and make it into this chappy right here, the andesite alloy. Hopefully, that's the aim. So I want to pop a conveyor belt over here, but I want it to go the other way. That's fine. We'll figure this out. So I want to bring it out here, which means I right-click on this. Oh, okay, it's because it's not got a thingy yet. So let's go. At the moment, it's not going very fast. It's okay. I will probably speed it up. At the moment, it's connected to this one, which needs to go slow, so this will bake. So that comes out here, the final piece, and goes this way. Which means the wood's going to have to come right under here and then go that way as well. Probably. The other option is we take it that way. But then we've got all of this space over here behind the tree farm. So let's try that. Let's see what happens. Now this is going to be stupid long for now. For now. Hop. To hop. Conveyor belt. And because I've not connected it there, it's not going to go the wrong way because I don't want it to go the wrong way. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Right, and it's made the little spitificator for things that jump out. Lovely. Okay, let's make the other wheel house. I want to bring power out there. So shaft. Then we have to think about this a bit. Because we want that to go fast. It needs to go faster stripes on it. So we're going to go big to little to make it go just that little bit faster to big. You can see now that one's going kind of slow. That one's kind of going faster. If we then connect you there, super duper fast. Look at that. See, that's how you step them up. So that's the big one to little one to bigger one to little one. Gotta go fast. I mean, to be fair, some of them can't go fast, like the mixer, like the cookerator over there. If it goes too fast, it won't cook. And that was kind of one of our problems earlier. Okay, so gearbox, because now we need to turn it. Which means I think I need one of these guys to turn it. Because then I need to hop over to there. Which is annoying because it's actually in the wrong level. But it's fine, we can fix it. So you to hop, you to that. It's now mixing. Lovely. So what will happen is, I mean, this line here at the moment isn't working because the strainer over there has kind of fallen out and died. But I've got some here prepared earlier. So if I flick that onto this conveyor line, oh my god, it's going really slow. If I plop that onto this conveyor belt, it'll get in there and it'll squeeze, whiz. Look at that, lovely. You'll see there, it's doing its thing, and it should. There you go, spat it out there. Awesome. Right. This is now a component for our assembly line. This is the first item that needs to enter the conveyor belt, right? And then it then needs to get squishificated by some andesite alloy. Squishificated again, the deployer, by some more andesite alloy. And then the iron saw needs to zip 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 to make it into the kinetic mechanism. So I'm gonna take it this way, underneath this belt, because that seems to work over there. So let's go underneath this belt. Sir, no. Underneath this belt, which means we may still take that andesite a different direction. For now, we're just going to leave it there because it seems to work like that. So, right, give ourselves some space. Probably going to need some more space than that, but that'll do for now. And then we're going to go herja all the way over here. Herja. Conveyor belt. This is so clean, right? Beautiful. Sort of. Right. Except I could actually, I mean, if I leave that there. Hang on. We're refining bits. There. Because then maybe I can connect it to that under there. To get it to go the other way. So if I take the typical wrong way. It's going the wrong way. Helpful. Always, every time. How is it? Oh dear. Hello. No. I forgot there's lava under there. Still going the wrong way. Yeah, it's not good, is it? Fine. Fine. Watch out for the lava. We're fine. We are fine. Good. Lovely. So, I could disconnect that. Should we do that instead and make it go faster? I was just saying we will make it go faster. So let's see if we can go faster instead. So you and you. This belt and that belt kind of want to be connected. Kind of. So that's fine. We should be able to do that. Should. We might not be able to get down to our downstairs basementy area, but I mean, do we need to? Do we need to get down there? Probably not. Okay, so. Oops. Talking of downstairs basementy area. Can't believe that worked. If that worked. And it's actually spinning the right way, which is annoying because I don't want it to spin that way. Because I've still got to take it down. Some. Oh well. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We always do. If ever mind the rule of 3. 1, 2, 3. So instead of going 1, 2 down, meaning it would go the wrong way, I'll go 1 side over, 2, 3 over there, to then connect it up to that, which means it's now moving with some sort of speed. Lovely. And then if we bring that over here, so it connects here instead. Super duper speed! Woo! And that now is moving with some super duper speed as well. That's better. That's much better. Right, sleep before we get blown up. Also, I can see there's some illagers here, so I don't really want to. I mean, they might be fighting the spider for now, but maybe not. Awesome. Okay, so that worked. Kinda. Kinda. So we've got that one connected to. Oh, hang on. I didn't want to connect it to that one. Twit. Because that's the one that needs to bake it, and it doesn't want to go too fast because it needs to bake. Which means we're going to go and do the same thing here, I think. So we go out, and then down 1, and then down 2, to make this go the right way. Lovely. Lovely. Right. Okay. That seemed to work, right? Right. Good. So that's still in there. We want to get them to come out onto this conveyor belt here. Which means now we want to connect up our, what do you call this? Deployers. I do hope this is all making sense. So, if I go, I'm probably going to bring the power out this side. So then if we go you and you and you, that should be okay. Right. And then if I say I can see a creeper over there again, and I'm paranoid. Paranoia. Alright then. You and you. Into not that kind of thingy, because I want them to do it both sides. So this is a lot easier when you get the hand thingy. What did I do with my crafting table again? Anybody? Ah, wait, I see it. Ha! Because we need some actual chests. Because I want the chest to sit over the top of both of those. It'll make sense in a second. So, I've now got this and this, which is the first 2 steps, right? If I pop a chest on here like so, it means then that both of these are going to be taking the same item from the chest, but distributing it between the 2 deployers. That's the hope. So this little guy here will go in here. And then you can see both hands, if I quickly dig down so you can see, both hands now have got some andesite alloy in them. Admittedly, one's only got 1 and one's got 16, but I mean, with the rate of things being made from this, it'll probably back up anyway. And we don't need it to go super duper fast, we just need it to go. So, that's that. Chuck those in there for now, for good measure. 33 and 48, there you go. Divided a bit better this time. The last item we are going to give to it. So the saw that we've been using all of this time, that's the nice diamond one, right click on the deployer and the handle, grab it. So that should all now work. And the items that are on the conveyor belt will pause so it can do each one. Right. That means then we have a box there. Put that first one in the wrong place. Shh, you saw nothing. Huh, there we go. So our final finished product will end up in here. That's the thought process anyway. Seems to be working so far. Right. There we go. So that all appears to be good so far. Right? Right. Right. Cool. So now all we need to do is connect this up. So I'm going to take these three little coggy things and 1, 2, 3, because it doesn't matter which direction you twiddly these thingies in, which means I don't need to worry about the rule of 3. They can twist whichever way I want them to twist. And in this interest, I want them to twist as much as they possibly can. So we're going to then... Is that going to run into this wall? I don't know if it will. Oh, it doesn't. Nice. Although I've now trapped myself. I mean, it wouldn't be a Nicky Doot episode if I didn't trap myself, right? Right. Okay, I probably need to get some of that andesite back, actually. Although, actually, I could probably just, There you are, hello. That'll do. Right. Because I need to make some more cogs. Currently don't have any. Oh, isn't this exciting? We're coming to the end of chapter 1. Very exciting. Okay, so we make some more of these guys. Hadja, which means I can then make one of those, which is what I was missing for the connection over here. Bounce, bounce. This conveyor belt line is getting a bit haphazard, but it's fine. Once we've finished this conveyor, the rest of it should be fine. Look at that. So, for examples purposes now, I'm going to just show you what should happen. And now that we've taken stuff out of that chest, it means this line will start working again. And we're going to chuck some of these on here. Hurrah! Which will just slowly clip to it. And if I come over here, you'll see the thing working. So you see that they stop and something happens. And then the next thing happens. And then the saw happens and we get this. So instead of having to constantly make this little thing, which has been, you know, quite expensive every time, the saw, the cog, the andesite thingy, and the log, it's now doing this, which means that it's cheaper for me because I don't have to keep making the andesite alloy by hand. It just does it like that. And now if I ever want to make another machine, I've got them right there. I can immediately do it. So if I come back over here to my crafting table, which I probably ought to move at some point, and do this, so I say yes, I want to do that, make that, I automatically now, ta-da! That is the first andesite machine from our massive conveyor belt system. So what we can do now, if I just double check there's no creepers around me first. Over here, we ticked this one and said, hey, we've done it. We've also done that one. We armed the deployer with the saw. And we've done this one. Do you see that? So congratulations! You now have a passive supply, kind of kinetic mechanisms. This is bound to change the pace a little bit, and it does, to be honest. It does, because we don't have to keep stopping and starting and making the mechanism. We can just automate it. So congratulations. Before moving on, check back through your factory and search for any major bottlenecks. It'd be a shame if a really efficient andesite generator is held back by the sand not coming in quickly enough. And I mean, yeah, it's currently, if I quickly go back over here, step on the saw, the sand part of the whole experience right now is missing a strainer slot. So, you know, it's valid. It's valid. It's definitely, you should go back and check your conveyor belts and all of your systems, because there's bound to be something that you probably could have done a little bit better. And I'm the first person, let me be honest with you here, I am the first person to admit that things could have been done a bit better. But I'm not also going to then look at the success that we've just had here and spit in its eyeball, because this right here marks the end of chapter 1. And we've got ourselves some free stuff for it. So we got ourselves some kinetic mechanisms, some redstone, and I believe some more iron. So lovely. So all we need to do now, if we come over here, so that's that overview. We can now say, yeah, we've done that. So with it automated now, many new possibilities unfold. So that's not quite really technically sort of the end of chapter 1, because you have this here, the little leg. And I do recommend, as you go through each of these steps, you can just whistle right through and do the main line, but kind of you should really do the side chapter bonuses as well, because it's going to make it easier later, a lot easier. So we're going to come in here. So copper machines will definitely be required going forwards. Full automation of their ingredients is completely optional. So I'm going to check this. And it says Rubber Tycoon. Over here, if we go back to this, you now see our chapter 1 is expanded ever so slightly. So what is all of this? Now, we haven't seen this before because it wasn't available, so I'll quickly take a moment to explain. Over here, so you know how we were making conveyor belts by taking some flowers and shoving them in a basin and squishificating it to turn it into rubber. The rubber would then get baked to turn it into the conveyor belts. These here, the arboreal extractor, means basically I can strap this to the side of a tree and extract the liquid resin. And the liquid resin kind of is rubber. Yeah. So if you press it like we were doing before, it will turn into rubber. If you bake it, you can turn it into the cured rubber, which means then that you're using the sealed mechanisms. Now we've kind of already made one of these because we made the smelter, but this is how to automate it, and that makes all the difference. And especially since I don't want to keep going and picking flowers, as much as it's lovely and fun, I don't want to spend all of my days picking flowers as well. So, and then you'll get this chappy, the copper machine. Now, we've already got the andesite machine. This is the copper machine, and it opens up a bunch more things. So let me sleep real quick, and I'll tell you what those can do. I know this is a bit of an info dump. Don't panic. Do not panic. I will take you through all of this step by step as well. So if you're lost right now, don't worry. I'm not gonna leave you behind in the dust. Okay. So the copper machine. Ooh dear, if I can spell. The copper machine opens up a couple other things. So you make it with the sealed mechanism around the copper casing, and it opens up a few more things that you can do. Now, before, as the same as the andesite machine, you can pop it into the smithing table and make a bunch of things. Or you can pop it into the stone cutter and make a bunch of things. I'm always lost when it comes to advanced Minecrafting. Oh, bless you. Oh, you've seen nothing yet, boy. Ooh. Okay, so we'll go with the stone cutter first because that's easier. These 3 items here, the smart fluid pipe, you are going to see a lot of that in the next chapter. Basically, if you're pumping liquids from a tank to another tank and you only want it to take a certain type of fluid, you can set the filter here. So it's like a filtered tube. The portable fluid interface. You've already seen the portable interface. It's this guy here that goes kissy kissy. That guy won't transport fluid, but it will transport kelp. It will transport items in item form. I'm slowly moving on my conveyor belt and I didn't realise. I'm going to stay here. That's kind of fun. So yeah, you can move fluid. So if I want to pump water somewhere, I can do that. Like if I've got a machine moving around and I want it to exchange water, I can do that with the portable interface. I don't know why you would, but you could. So, and finally, the hose pulley. Now this guy is going to get used a lot. A lot. The hose pulley is wonderful. A wonderful, wonderful contraption. Basically, if you need to suck up lava or water or something else, anywhere else, this is your man. It works a lot like the pulley there, the one that operates our mining mission. Talking of which, I probably ought to send that back down. So this here, with the rope pulley, it basically works the same way, in that it lowers a tube, but in this case, it'll be able to suck up water. This is why you needed the sealant, right? So, again, don't panic. I will show you all of this. The other things are a lot more interesting. Trust. So, if I go from top to bottom, the magmatic dynamo. So, because this is Create Above and Beyond, you've got a billion other ways to interlink with other mods. So it's Create that links to thermal expansion, that links to other packs that can do these really, really cool things. You actually use a lot of thermal expansion in like chapter 3 or 4, I can't remember which one it is. You've also got that. I've never used it. I think you can improve items with it. The spout, you'll be using this in the next chapter. It'll basically squidge. So if I load this up with lava and then put it over the top of something, it will squidge out a dosage of lava, let's say. The copper bat tank for exploring underneath the sea. Over here we've got the drain. So if I'm filling up a bucket and I want to dump that thing from that bucket, I can chuck it over the item drain and it'll drain the bucket and put it into storage. And the Aquos. Probably didn't spell or pronounce that right. Ask your parents how that's supposed to be pronounced. Aquos accumulator. So for anybody that is playing a skyblock thingy, that's your friend. So what do I mean by skyblock thingy? Imagine a world where this chunk here is the only thing I'm on. Yeah. And you have to build everything to build out. The rest of it is void. Yeah, that's when the accumulus thingy will come in handy, because you can basically make water. You can accumulate water from the air and turn it into buckets of water. So that was a very quick overview. Very quick overview of all of that. Like I say, don't panic. Don't worry. I'm not gonna test you on it after all of this. It's not anything to worry about. What we do need to do though is get this guy up to there. So that's a thing. So I feel like we could actually use a very fun contraption right now. Because if we go 1, 2, and then go on here with the flippy doodler, maybe, or possibly go over here and then use a flippy doodle here, possibly. So let's go up. Have I got? I'm missing the things I need anyway. For now, because I need to get a thingy going in there. So let's go grab some things. Because we're not quite done with this episode, because this here is currently not quite working. Because at the moment it's not actually going anywhere. Yeah. It's staying in there, see? Yeah. Kind of not what we want it to do. It's mixificating, sure, but it's. I don't want to have to stand here every day and go like that. Because why? Definitely not. So, we're going to use one of the more fun things of this pack. Now, I don't recommend using this too often. And the only reason I say don't use it too often is because it's cool. I love it. It's really cool. It will lag your world out something chronic. So don't use this too often, but definitely do use this. And it's the flinger. So let's see if I can find it. Because I can never remember what it's called. I just call it the flinger. There. That one. So 1 cog, 1 depot, 1 golden sheet will make you the flingificator. The weighted ejector. Yes, that is exactly what it sounds. Exactly 100% what it sounds like. It's a weighted ejector. When something gets on it, it will get ejected. Catapulting things. Exactly. I knew you'd like that. I knew you'd like that. So we'll plop one of those in there. So cogwheel, depot, golden sheet, weighted ejector. Love it. And then let's go back. Across the blood field again. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Also, I do see you, illagers. Please don't come over here. Maybe they're underground as well. Maybe I can hope. They're probably not. I think I'm in the middle of an illager path again. I don't wanna be in the middle of an illager path, but apparently I might be. Either way, right. I forgot the other items. Ow, rubbish. Never mind. Flingificator. So I'm going to put you here. Wait, no. Sit there for now. And then we're going to put you here. Bop. And bop. Not quite. Turn around. There we go. Because we still want this to come off of our conveyor belt. We still want it to get out. Yeah. Boop. See? Like that. Right. So, I could take it that way. I could take it that way. Let's try that. Hang on. Just going to make another crafting table at this point. Be bothered to go find mine. Right. So, take our casing. Make some more gearboxes because we've definitely run out. Blub, 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 blub. And then we're going to take you. Bring it this way. Is it going the right way? Probably not. Probably. 1, 2. Trollolol. It never ever goes the right way. Ah! Annoying. To there. To there. Wait. I could. This is going to be awful again. I do apologise. No, still wrong way. Oh, for goodness sake. Hang on. Easier option. Just 2 of those, and then that'll force it to go the other way. And then that. And then that. Ta-da! Cool. Except now it gets to that point because it can't do anything because the weighted ejector is not plugged in. So all we need to do is plug that in. So I'm going to take it out for now. And pop that there. Right. Hopper. Which can do that. There you go. So if I hold shift and right click there, it will create the funnel so that it goes into the box. Because this box wants to be holding those. So that it can then go into the hands below it. Because right now, when we make it, it doesn't, we need it to get off of that and get on the conveyor belt and do the thing. So, weighted ejector. This is where this guy comes in. So, target selected. So you hold it in your action hand, and then shift right click, and you'll get the yellow. Right? You'll now see as well, if I come over here, you can see that red box is telling me where I can go, and when I'm on it, because it can only go in a straight line, when I'm on it, you can see it go red, or green, sorry. There. See? So I can't place it here. It's telling me I can either go there or there. But we planned this out because I want it to get into there, and I want it to be there. And you can see it wind up. Wind up. It won't do anything until there's something on it, so... Which in this interest, we've got some andesite alloys. So if I fling a couple of those on there, you'll see it in action. It gets on, and it flings. Boing. And boing. Now, as I said, humans can ride it too, just to prove. Except I weigh a little bit more. The flingificator is back. I know. We did use this quite a bit in the other one. The thing is great fun, but if you accidentally stand on it, yeah, you do take full damage. So just, I don't know, be careful, guys. Have fun with it, but be careful. But for now, I think we'll probably call it quits there. I think we've done a lot today. We've done 2 check marks on the quest chain, and that, I reckon, is pretty good. So, yeah, brilliant. Well, thank you all very much for joining me. As always, I do appreciate your love and support, and also having people to chat to while I'm goofing around in Minecraft is definitely appreciated. And in the meantime, I will catch you on Friday. So, ta-ta, good night, and goodbye.